In order to pull keyword tracking data into Data Studio, Ahrefs or SEMrush, these aren't native Google tools. So there isn't a native connector where we can just pull the data straight in. So what we first need to do is pull the data into Google Sheets, for which we built a template that's linked to in this video. And then we'll use that sheet to read the data up into Data Studio and present our keyword rankings. So what we care about for keywords is the ranking at the start of a campaign, last month, and then the current month. So what we'll do in Google Sheets, and I'll walk through each of these steps here in the Getting Started tab of this template. Contains a step-by-step walkthrough. So you can also just follow the text instructions if you don't want to watch the whole video. But the long and short of what we'll do is you can set some target pages, which will be full URLs from your keyword report. You can set some target keywords that you want to follow. But the long and short of what you'll do is you'll drop data from your campaign start month, last month, and the current month from SEMrush or Ahrefs or whatever your keyword tool is, and it will all be aggregated up into this Data Studio tab, which you'll read into your Data Studio data source. So first, let's walk through getting set up here. The first step is you're going to tell the template rather, which keyword tool will you be using. You can use SEMrush, Ahrefs, or other, and later on you'll just need to select, which columns you'll be using from that export. So you'll want to pull 3 exports, like I said, the start of your campaign, last month, or the current month, and the current month. If this was set up and you're doing this ongoing, you'll just want to move your current month to last month and pull the most recent month for current month. If you're using SEMrush, the report you want is called Organic Research. So if you're a node on a SEMrush, if you're on the Guru plan, which is I think $200 a month, you can pull historical data. So you can do this retroactively to pull your campaign start and last month's data. If you're on a lower plan, I think it's their pro, like $90 a month plan, you'll just have to pull these as you go. You can't retroactively pull them. So once you have that data logged into each of these green tabs, what you'll do is on the Getting Started tab, you will set your relevant columns. So there's 4 columns we need in Data Studio: the URL, the keyword, the position, and the volume. So you'll basically use these drop-down menus. This will read in the columns that are present in your CSVs, and you'll just need to select which column matches up to those. So this is so that this can work flexibly with any keyword tracking tool that you're pulling exports from. And these are preset to SEMrush columns. Fourth step is you're going to want to set your campaign months. So don't worry about these validation errors. It's a silly Google Sheets thing. But you'll want to say which month did your campaign start in. So whether that's January up to March of 2019, which was last month, and what's the current month. Now, we're not actually using these in Data Studio. This is just in the report, but this is just helpful to have tags so you're keeping track of this. You might want to make copies of this as you go along, and just keep this for history. And the last thing you'll want to do, step 5, is you want to set some target pages and keywords. These will show up in the target keyword and target page reports. Any keywords that you set here, we'll just pull in there. Let's look at target pages. We'll just pull in their ranking at the start, average position and search volume, average position and search volume last month, and same for the current month. So that's really it. That's all you need to do, the first 5 steps to pull the data together on a regular basis. So the last thing that we'll need to do here is make a copy of the data source. So the data source is linked to in the template in step 6. as well as in the course. You're going to open that up here, and we'll actually make a copy here. Once that copy is made, very similarly to the other data sources, you'll just go in and edit the connection. So let's just say, let's call this blueprint. We'll go in and we'll select the sheet, and you'll have made a copy of this template already, so you'll just select whatever that sheet is named, and you'll want to select the Data Studio tab from that sheet, and you'll hit reconnect. It should find no field changes. This semantic configuration is okay. That doesn't really mean anything. We'll hit apply, and then boom, we have our data source populated. The one thing that you'll want to check is that in this copy, that the formats and the aggregations turned out the same as the original template. So you can just tab between the two if it looks, you'll see if anything's changing. So that's it for creating the data source. Now at this point we have all 4 of the data sources that we wanted copied. So we have a copy of the keyword tracking, Search Console by query, Search Console by URL, and Weber's Google Analytics. So now we're ready to actually copy the report, use the report, and share it with our clients. So let's dive into that.